Have you ever watched a whole room decide someone was disgusting before he'd said a single word? I was in the bread aisle of the grocery store on a Tuesday afternoon, the dead hour, when I noticed a man 3 carts up. Enormous. 6'4", easy. Prison-looking tattoos up both forearms, a neck like a fire hydrant, sleeveless shirt, the whole silhouette people cross the street about. He had a boy with him, maybe 5. The kid was riding in the cart with his legs dangling and his hands full of a stuffed rabbit that had clearly been loved down to the fabric. They stopped at the shelf, and the man pulled down a box of something pink. I couldn't see what it was. He held it up, turned it around, and said quietly, "That the right one, bud?" The kid nodded very seriously, and the man put it in the cart like it was a bird's egg. I would have kept walking. But a woman came around the end cap, maybe 60, cardigan, the specific brisk energy of someone who has never once been told no in a customer service context, and she stopped dead. "Excuse me," she said, loud. "Is that your child?" He didn't answer. He kept his eyes on the shelf. I asked if that is your child. "Yes, ma'am." She was already dialing something. Not a phone yet, just herself, winding up. "Because he doesn't look anything like you." She said it to the aisle, not to him. She looked at me. She looked at a woman with a baby carrier by the eggs. Does anyone else find this strange? Is anyone going to say anything? Nobody said anything. God help us. Nobody said anything. I stood there holding a bag of hamburger buns and did not say anything. He said, "We're just getting groceries. That's what they always say." She turned to the boy, leaned down, hands on knees, sweet voice, the poison kind. "Sweetheart, do you know this man? Are you okay? You can tell me." The kid stopped swinging his legs. He hugged the rabbit up under his chin and looked at the man, and the man's whole body went to stone. "Don't talk to him," he said. "Oh," she straightened, triumphant. "Oh, everyone hear that? He doesn't want the child speaking to me. That's how it works, you know. That's exactly how it works." An employee came over. Young guy, 19 maybe, name tag, absolutely no training for this. "Ma'am, is there I want him detained. I want the police. I'm not going to stand here and watch this and do nothing," which is apparently what everybody else in this store has decided to do. She had her phone out now, camera up, filming him, and he just stood there and took it. Both hands on the cart handle, knuckles white, looking at the floor. This enormous man making himself as small as a person that size can make himself. He didn't raise his voice once. I think he knew exactly what would happen if he did. The boy started to cry, not loud, that awful silent kind where the shoulders go. The man crouched down, and I heard the woman inhale, ready to narrate it, and he just put his hand on the kid's back and said something in his ear. She said, "Look at that. Look how he handles him." I'm reporting this store too for letting it happen. The manager arrived. Older woman, mid-50s. She opened her mouth to say something diplomatic, and the man stood up. He was shaking, not with anger. His voice came out wrecked. "His mom's my sister." Nothing. The whole aisle. Nothing. She died in February. Overdose. She'd been clean 9 months, and then she wasn't. He wasn't looking at the woman. He was looking somewhere past all of us. I got custody in March. I'd never had a kid in my life. I didn't know how to do any of it. He touched the box in the cart, the pink one. I could see it now. Strawberry pancake mix. She used to make him these on Sunday mornings. It's the only thing he asked for. It's the only thing he asked for. His voice went, just gone. "So we come and we buy it every week, and I make them wrong, and he eats them anyway because his mom is dead, and this is what I've got." The boy pressed his face into the man's leg. The woman's phone was still up. Her hand had started to sag. She said, "I didn't." The manager cut her off. Voice like a closing door. "You're done. Leave your basket. Get out of my store." She left. I've never heard a grocery store that quiet. I've thought about it every day since. Not about her. About the 10 of us who stood there watching and let her do it because she was the kind of person we knew how to be comfortable around, and he wasn't.